Hi, it's Mrs. Morin, and today my lesson is on using math drawings to compose a rectangle with square tiles. So I'm going to give you a minute if you want to turn off the video and go and find some paper like what I'm showing you, grid paper. It has square tiles on it, and we're going to be working with that today, and you can do it with me. All right, so you can turn off the video now, go get it, and then come back and I'll be here. So let's look at our first problem. Let's read it together. If you want to turn off the video and do it yourself, that's fine too, and then you can check in with me to see if you did it right. But Rick's brownie pan has 3 columns, and he fills 2 columns with batter. And the question is, how many brownies will Rick make? So let's see if we can fill these, just like Rick does, with brownie mix. All right, and it says 2 columns, and we know the columns go vertically or up and down. All right, there we go. How many brownies will he make? Well, I can see that it's 4 in the first column plus 4 in the second column is going to equal 8. So let's go on to the next one to make sure we know the vocabulary that we've seen before, but maybe we've forgotten a little bit. So let's see if we can go over that. So I want to remind you that columns are vertical, rows are horizontal. A rectangular array is when we have certain number of columns and a certain number of rows, and they form a rectangle. Add-ins is what we just did in the brownie problem, where it was 4, and then we added it to 4. The add-in is 4. Equation is when you put an equal sign in there, and we know that equals 8. And when I ask you for repeated addition, I'm asking you for the same number being added and then what the total is. So let's go practice together. And like I said, you can go get some paper if you want and do it with me, or you can pause the video and then come back, however you'd like to do it. But our first problem is going to be 2 rows of 3 squares. So we know we need 2 rows. Let me do my 2 rows. Okay, get over there. Okay, and then I need of 3 squares, so that's 3 columns, 2 rows of 3 squares. Okay, so you can draw it with me. We can draw it together. Okay, and let's draw the numbers. So I know I have 2 rows, and I have 3 squares, 3 columns, and my repeated addition, which means I'm going to be adding the same number, is going to be 2 plus 2 plus 2. It's going to equal 6. Okay, let's do one more together. This one will be 4 rows. So I encourage you to use that paper. 1, 4 rows. Okay, and you can do whatever colors you want. I'm using green. 4 rows of 3 squares. So I am going to have 3 going across. Okay, there we go. That's 2 columns. I need 1 more column. Okay, and I want you to be thinking about the repeated addition statement. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I see that I have my 4 rows. Let's write our numbers. 4 rows, 3 columns, And I have 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is going to give me 12, a total. Okay, let me write that a little better for you. Okay. 12. All right, now let's go back and make sure we understand what we're doing. All right, so let's do our summary. So I want to create an array, a rectangular array of 2 rows and 3 squares. So let's, first of all, we have our 2 rows. I have my 2 rows, 1, 2. I put my 2 there. I have my 3 squares of 3 squares, so I have 3 columns. Rectangular array. Okay, I can color that in a little bit, and you can too, shade it in. And my repeated addition is 2. And you can turn off the video and do it first if you want. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. My add-ins are 2. My repeated addition is 2 plus 2 plus 2. And here is my array. Hope you had a good time today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.